The Arctic blast is here, and we haven't even felt the coldest temperatures yet. Tonight, we're hovering right around freezing, and the storm trackers are watching the roads in case any wintry precip falls. This is a live look. Highway 69 coming through Koontz tonight, where things may be just a little damp out there. Thankfully, we're not expecting the snow and ice that so many other parts of Texas have received. But as you can see, it has been a real winter wonderland for them. Chief Meteorologist Patrick Vaughn in the Storm Tracker Center tonight. Patrick, anything left on the radar?
Yeah, just a little bit, but just not a lot of reports of any problems as far as any wintry mix. No advisories or alerts are over our area. Think that we're losing the dynamics, what is causing the rain in the atmosphere. Plus, we got pretty dry air here at the ground, so a lot of this is not reaching the ground. Freeze line from around Woodville back over towards Houston, and you can see just not a lot on radar as temperatures are above freezing with the exception of Woodville. So temperatures running, as you saw, in the 30s, and they were about 30 degrees cooler, I should say, than 24 hours ago. Wind chills running into the mid-20s to mid-30s out there, and Futurecast shows mainly liquid precipitation as this quickly lifts off to the north and east. Pretty good looking forecast. So again, looking very iffy, if at anything, as far as any wintry weather. As we go into the next couple hours, we can pretty much take care of this and take this graphic on out. Otherwise, we've got some wind chills in the 20s, well into the 20s tomorrow morning. Details on that, and when are we going to warm up in just a few minutes? All
right, Patrick, our 12 News Storm Trackers out on the roads tonight, watching the changing conditions around Beaumont. Things are dry, so you are in good shape if you've got to go anywhere here in the Triangle. New tonight, we can tell you that Harmony Public Schools will be closed tomorrow, and TxDOT is saying, yes, you should be careful out in the extreme cold, especially if you live in the lakes area.
If you can stay at home when we do have those really low temperatures, stay at home. But if you must get out, please make sure that you're using caution, you're slowing down, you're making sure that you're leaving plenty of room between you and other people.
TxDOT also encouraging you to check the website. That's drivetexas.org for the latest road conditions. So how is the rest of Texas handling this extreme cold? We know TxDOT crews around the state have worked around the clock, but as you can see, drivers just slipping and sliding all over the place. The roads up north, as in North Texas, super slick. And there have been hundreds of wrecks from the Panhandle to Houston. Around Texas also tonight, thousands without power. In a statewide update, Governor Abbott said if someone at this point doesn't have power, the issue isn't the power grid. It's downed trees and iced over power lines like you see here behind me. 12 News reporter Christiana Ramos is in Koontz tonight tracking the conditions for us. We know it's cold. Set the scene, Christiana.
Jordan, you see Highway 69 right behind me. A few cars out here. We did run into some light drizzle on the way up here, but impacts, they remain minimal. It looks like dry air is seeping through the area. That front is weakening as it moves towards southeast Texas, so looking like less likely of wintry weather, but it is cold out here. Those winds are making it feel like the 20s, and impacts, they remain low as of now, but across the Lone Star State, that's a different story.
2 to 3 inches of snow was dumped over Dallas-Fort Worth today. Brand new Texans have been enjoying the winter wonderland.
It's really gorgeous. I've taken pictures of the square, so I have some photos to remember this time.
Snow started falling this morning in Dallas, and there were some major impacts. Thousands of flights were canceled. Ice has broken trees and power lines, causing widespread outages. From the plains of the Panhandle to the hills of central Texas, some folks are having to find ways to stay warm.
Obviously, they need to understand that this is going to happen more often than less, so they need to have a better plan in place. You know, we're having to charge our mobile phones in the cars, we're having to go and warm up in our vehicles. We're using our gas stove, which is one of the #1 no-nos that CPS says not to do, yet that's the only thing that's keeping our house warm at this time is our gas stove.
That's a San Antonio man concerned about the power today after ice took down trees and power lines. Some overpasses and highways are already closed down. Airports are expecting more delays and cancellations throughout the next 24 hours as crews continue to treat the runway and de-ice the planes. Our neighbors in Houston have gotten some sleet and a wintry mix throughout the afternoon. Tonight, there's a possibility for snow with less than 1/10 of an inch accumulation. Many school districts there are already canceling classes.
Now, public officials say the power outages throughout the state are not because of the power grid. It's because of broken tree branches that are causing those outages, and it should only be out for a short period of time. Now, although impacts do remain low here in southeast Texas, we do got to brace ourselves for colder temperatures as we head into tomorrow morning. In Coons, Christiana Ramos, 12 News.
All right, Christiana. The big chill has all of the state shivering, even citrus farmers deep in the Rio Grande Valley. Some are still recovering from the last year's big freeze.
All we can do at this point is wait and see. Hopefully it's not another Valentine's Day massacre.
Yeah, Dale Murden talking about the February freeze from last year, which caused so much damage. A lot of growers simply left the business. The Texas citrus industry suffered hundreds of millions of dollars in losses. Others, like him, stuck around to replant and hope for the best.
I've seen this everywhere. You'll have a tree like this one that just looks great, you know, or not the tree, but there's fruit all over it. And then you'll have 10 trees with nothing. And so that's why the crop's so light. It's just very unpredictable. That's going to bust open and flower, and you'll see the little fruit in there. That's next year's grapefruit. So right now it's exposed to this howling wind and cold temperatures that are expected to come in.
Experts say it can take years for Texas food producers to recover from last year's storm. They're hoping they won't have to do the same after this year. Stay with 12 News on air and online for live updates. If anything changes overnight or if we have any issues on the roads, Daybreak will let you know. They'll be live starting at 4:30 in the morning.